If the internet has taught us anything, it's that people are really good at getting into fights. We all know not to wander into the comments section without psyching ourselves up or bringing a hefty supply of popcorn along. And we know that when logic and reason both fail, you can always turn your enemy into a meme, right? Having disagreements can be really hard, and historically, people haven't always been very good at handling arguments in healthy ways. Even in the Bible, there are some examples of very bad conflict resolution. And while prophets like Elijah or Jeremiah could say and do some pretty harsh things in response to their opponents and critics, many of the more average day-to-day conflicts we face don't really measure up to the extreme circumstances we read about in the Bible. Jesus actually gave a format in Matthew 18 that works as a general guideline for how to deal with interpersonal conflicts and relationship drama. So here's a step-by-step breakdown. 1. If someone offends you or hurts you, point it out to them directly and respectfully. Say something like, "Hey, when you did this, I didn't like it. It was hurtful. I value our friendship, but I need you to acknowledge the hurt you caused in order for me to feel okay." If they listen to you and take what you said seriously, then great. You can make peace and move on. 2. If they don't listen to you or take it seriously, get some outside help from someone you both respect. Maybe you can ask a mutual friend to send them a message, try to advocate for you, or meet in a group if that's possible. The point is to try to find someone who can comfortably and respectfully mediate the issue between you both. In very personal cases, it might be a mutual friend. In serious cases, this might be a parent, a teacher, a work supervisor, pastor, counselor, or someone else who has authority over you both. If they still won't listen when someone is trying to mediate, you have to ask yourself how serious the issue is. If it's a very serious issue, if the person has really hurt you, perhaps in the form of abuse, harassment, or threats, then you may need to call in people with more authority. If you get to this third step, or if the offense is so serious that you don't feel safe doing steps 1 and 2, then any further lack of resolution is probably a sign that you need to cut this person off. Jesus will never altogether cut someone off. If a person repents and turns to him, he will never cast them out. But none of us are Jesus, and sometimes for our own health and well-being, we'll have to sever ties with people who simply don't want to make amends or change their harmful ways. Making these kinds of choices and having these conversations can be hard, and that's why it's important to have a circle of people you trust. When people come together to work out problems, God is there with them, and He can heal anything.